Yesterday I managed to break one tooth, and I don't know what you call it, but when it's like it's a crack in the bone. It's not really off, broken, but it's still a fracture in two of the bones in my left. I have to think sometimes, you know, left and right. Sometimes I mix it up completely. I don't know why. But anyway, in my left feet, and it hurts really, really bad. And I won't show you a picture of it because it looks really, really gross. And it's really swollen and purple and all of that. So I spent the night at the ER because I started to go numb in the other toes and so on. So you need to check it out so you don't get... so the blood circulation is still working, so you don't have to amputate the whole feet with something so stupid as breaking a toe. But I don't have to do it. That's great, but it hurts. Oh, and also hurt my other knee while falling. So my left foot and my right knee is out of order, which kind of suck because today is first day of Malmöfestivalen, which is a festival we have every year in Malmö, and it's quite nice. A lot of free music, some big artists. One year Lady Gaga was here. It was before she was famous, but anyway, and a lot of other more like European and Scandinavian artists, which are quite famous here, but maybe not abroad. But some of them are abroad, also like Robin and so on. Anyway, it used to be a lot of fun, and we also have a lot of activities for children, and I was planning on going with Drew, but because of my feet I don't think I can go there at all this year, and that kind of suck, but yeah, not much to do about it. Also a visit from Norrköping in Sweden, a friend of my 18-year-old, and we're out chasing Pokemons. Not surprising at all. That's pretty much everything my kids doing right now, my big kids, chasing Pokemons while waiting for school to start again. But that's fun. I mean, I have the app on my phone also, but I don't have internet when I'm outdoors, so I can only catch the ones I find indoors. That's typical of me. But I think it's funny because I think it's a nice thing because there's lots of socialization going on between people who normally wouldn't talk to each other and so on. I like that aspect of it, even if I can go a little bit over the top. The hype around it's quite funny, but it could get too much of it too, and yeah. But yeah, it's great fun. So that's what's going on right now. Ro has been at preschool today, her first day this week, because she doesn't have any fever anymore. And it was so nice to pick her up at the preschool, because last time I picked her up, when I've left her every time, they was so happy about having her there. And the teacher, Quality Kenneth, it was talking about how good it was, nice it was to be having her, and how independent she is, and how easy going she is, and what a fun little girl she is, and so on. He just met her a few days and a few times, and this was the first time he'd been having her without me being there. This was last week, and was really full about this. And now it was this other teacher, and she was also like, I said, oh, everything went well. I said, oh yeah, that's great. It's just like, no, really, really well. It went absolutely wonderful. It's such a fun thing to have her here, and she doesn't speak Swedish that well, and it was kind of funny to hear her way express things, but absolutely understand what she means, and it warms my heart a lot and makes me really proud, because that's really how I raise my children, letting them be close to me as much as we want to, in order to make them feel safe, secure, loved, strong, and in that be able to find their own way out in the world and being the great people we are, and absolutely love it. Something also I thought about, because I mentioned that ananas in some context, I don't really remember, ananas means pineapple in Swedish, and I was thinking about this, about food, that you eat food differently, even, I don't know how to put it, there are some food that you eat, like, There are very specific for a place you live, and you know what people in every country doesn't eat and so on. Everybody knows what some people eat in dog in China. That's not such a big thing anymore because a lot of people in China is against this and so on. But still, you know, that's something everybody, oh, you eat in dog in China. And you know, eating frogs in France and so on. And people are constantly, ew, how can you eat that? But there are a lot of things that most people in most countries eat, but we eat them in different ways, and we don't really think about it. And I thought about that with pineapple, because pineapple, which called it's ananas in Swedish, funny word, and we eat it as a fruit, but we often eat it in desserts and sometimes in hot food, cooked food with pork. For an example, but when I have when I have to work, there is this lady from the Middle East who cooks, and for her it's a part of a salad. So she puts cubes and puts it in the salad, or as just instead of salad, instead of cucumber or something like that to some dishes. And for Sweden it's like, you could have pineapple like that, but it's really tasty and it's nice to try things like that. Or like waffles. I know waffles are breakfast food in lots of countries. In Sweden it's definitely not breakfast food. Maybe if you stay in an international hotel chain or something, but otherwise no way, we don't eat waffles like that. We eat it like a very unhealthy snack a few times a year. Same thing with pancakes. We eat pancakes sometimes, but sometimes we don't not eat it as a breakfast. Sometimes as lunch, or also unhealthy snack when things should be a little bit more interesting. Or sometimes some people eat it at night if you had soup, like we eat jalapeno soup, and then have to have pancakes after that. And but it's definitely not a breakfast food, which I know it's other places. Or bacon, called bacon in Swedish, very hard to translate. And waffles is called waffle. Anyway, we eat that. We don't eat that as breakfast. We eat that in every context with other cooked meals, like maybe for lunch or for dinner, but we do not eat it for breakfast. And if we served like baked beans or fried eggs and bacon for Sweden for breakfast, we couldn't eat it because it's absolutely unthinkable. So it's a lot of these things which are absolutely ordinary, but we don't really think about it, I guess. And I guess what even more of us if I start to think about it, but I think it's interesting, and yeah, it's something that makes culture richer, I guess. I think I'm going to do some video about Swedish words someday, because I think it's funny to compare the words, and maybe it would help to understand why I say things so strangely sometimes, because a lot of words remind about each other, but we use them in completely different ways. So in English and